What is up, guys? It's Puppy here, and I'm bringing you something a little bit different. I know. You guys are like, you're always bringing us something different, but I don't know. I like to mix it up. I like to change it up. However, don't get too discouraged. For those of you who are here for tips and things like that, I do have in the works some plans to do some tips for the mobile artillery, which is probably my favorite vehicle from the new armored kill that just came out very recently. I have some very good tips in there that I've picked up along the way from some friends and some stuff that I've learned on my own that I want to share with you guys. And, you know, for those that are into my topical type commentaries and ramblings and things like that, I am sitting on a gameplay that's actually probably starting to get a little old, but I have a topic in mind for it, and it's just waiting for the stars to align and everything to become perfect for me to go ahead and do that. And I am disabled right here at this point. So, some of you may be thinking, Puppy, what the hell are you doing in a jet? Well, dying, obviously. Some of you may not be thinking that. Some of you just like, this is a gameplay. You're here to entertain me. Dance, monkey. And you know what? This particular commentary is actually kind of like, you know, I know there's some people that are always like, they'll take something that they really suck at, and then they'll try to get good at it. And you know, you got Mass Nerder who did Road to Recon. In which, you know, he tried to. I'm not saying he sucks. Don't get me wrong, dude. But you know, it's just something that you're not very good at, and you just want to get better. And maybe, you know, other people will enjoy watching you get better, and maybe can provide some advice while they're at it. And this is, yes, that is a kill right there. I just got that kill. I actually found that spot on accident once, and I know you can't tell right now because I don't have the I didn't record the comms from this match, but I am screaming like a little kid that just hit like a 360 no scope. I did the little circle thing, and at this point was feeling like super overconfident, and yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Oh, nope, I'm not gonna do it again. But I got a suppression assist, so that means I was at least shooting near somebody, right? But no, I just figured, you know, you guys, some of you guys kind of enjoy watching people suck. You can consider this a bit of a comedy if you like. Just come here to laugh at me fail. I do plan on getting better. I hope I'm going to get better. But as it stands right now, while I'm not the most terrible pilot I've ever seen, and possibly that you've ever seen, I don't know. I may be the worst pilot you've ever seen. I like to think that I am fairly decent at doing what I do, although the whole aiming and everything, I really struggle with, as you see here in this dogfight, and keeping track of people too is something I have a bit of an issue with. And yeah, sure, I could go ahead and blame the eyesight or whatever, but man, I've gotten around the eyesight with every other thing in regards to video games, so I'm not going to blame eyesight on this either. I'm sure there's some sort of workaround. I just have to figure out what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and say now that in the comment section, if you guys are pro jet players or just have advice, like as you're watching this, you see something that I am doing that's dumb, go ahead and call me out on it. Be like, Puppy, that was dumb. Here's how you should have done it. Besides, you know, stop running into trees. That was dumb. I know that. I'm not that retarded. I'm doing my best to work on that one. But, you know, like if you have some useful advice, like as far as like dogfights go or ground strays or something like that, let me know. This gameplay, I am using the anti-air. I did not have anything else unlocked, just to kind of give you guys an idea as to where my jet unlocks are. I just unlocked the rocket pods and switched over to those because I'm told by other jet pilots that are really good, you know, actual legit people I would feel comfortable calling jet pilots. I'm told that's the way to go, because that's how you take out ground things and ground peoples and things like that when you want to be nasty to them. I have had very little luck with them so far. I've honestly, I think I might have had one kill with the rocket pod so far. Although total, honestly, to date, I think I only have like maybe 15 jet kills, and like, I'd have to guess at least 4 hours fly time. So, you know, you do the math on that. I spent a lot of time in the air just kind of going, what am I doing? Like, we're here right now. I'm like, I had him. Where'd he go? I lost him. I have no idea where he went, so I'm just going to do a strafing run here. Yeah, let's do that. And, you know, I don't know. You know, if you guys have like tactics, it doesn't have to be like little tips, but I mean, like if you want to get on full-on tactics, if you have to type more than one comment, I don't care. You know, if that's what it takes to get your point across. If you want to PM me on YouTube, that's cool too. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, you know, part of the reason why I want to encourage the comments is because maybe other people are coming here that want to be good jet pilots too, and if they see your comments, you know, they're going through your stuff, maybe your advice will be able to help them, as opposed to if you just put or send me a YouTube PM and I don't get a lot of help that way. I do have a few people that are willing to help me get better at flying, because we all know that puppies really can't fly. You know, it's kind of like we are equated to pigs. I am in the air, but I'm still not very good at it. And I do have a few people that are willing to teach me right now, and I'm not saying that I have a crud ton of free time to actually go about and take people up on offers like that. You know, I have one person in mind who I'm more than willing to take advice from, and I will be picking his brain after. I'm sorry, it's still funny. But I will be more than picking his brain for advice as to how I can stop running into things quite so much, and maybe get some kills too while I'm at it. And you know, I'm not saying, you know, like, basically why I'm saying that is because I don't want you guys to like, hey, I'll teach you. I don't need like 15 people trying to teach me how to fly a jet, you know, like in game. Please leave comments letting me know how to do my thing, any advice that you have, but as far as like actually being shown in game, I have enough help there, and my free time is very limited with school going on right now and trying to spend more time with the fam, and you know, exciting things like date night. Woo! We're not getting into that though. I'm not going to talk to you guys about that. Yeah, totally just flew by him right there. I don't know. I don't. You know, honestly, in this gameplay, I will go ahead and tell you guys now. If you're here to like watch somebody pwn in jets, yeah, not gonna happen. I get 3 kills, and after I get 3 kills, yes, I'm going ahead and, you know, letting it out of the bag. I get 3 kills. After I get 3 kills, that's it. There's no more kills after that. And this is a rather long gameplay. Well, why'd you leave it so long? I left it long because in my mind, I'm thinking people that want to provide genuine advice may actually watch the whole thing and see where I'm making my mistakes. And, you know, be able to better provide advice that way, and other people that are just looking for a laugh and a way to make fun of me. And if that's what you want to do in the comments section too, by all means, go ahead, throw me your best insult. I have pretty iron skin. Just you know, keep it quasi playful. You know, don't sit there and bash my mother. That's just wrong. Who does that? But you know, if you got some sort of quirky jet insult, sling it my way. Let's see what you got. I do plan on making this a bit of a series, and you know, let you guys just more or less see me progress as a jet pilot. And I'm hoping to eventually get to the point where my jet gameplays are actually rather entertaining to watch. I've watched some of the other guys out there that do jet gameplays, and like when I'm watching it, I'm just amazed at how good they are. And you know, that's also to say, you know, a lot of, if you have the advice, search YouTube videos on how to become a better jet pilot. Look, already done it, dude. Already done it. And some of the advice that's out there that people are giving, I'm kind of like, oh, that's legit. And some of the advice that's out there that some folks are giving, I'm like, you don't sound like you know what you're talking about. You sound like you're just kind of talking. Which, you know, us YouTubers are famous for doing anyway. I mean, listen to me. I've rambled on and said really not a whole lot of anything here. But I suppose to go ahead and fill in some space while we're watching this gameplay, get to let you guys listen to my voice talk and stuff. You know, we'll talk about Armored Kill, since that is something that's, you know, obviously came out and you're watching it right now. You know, so that we're not just focused on the jet the whole time. And my thoughts on Armored Kill so far. First impressions. This is not a first impressions video, obviously, but first impressions of Armored Kill, I like it, which is surprising because I was expecting to hate it. I was expecting it to be a gigantic hide-and-seek fest, and, you know, there would be no action. It would not be entertaining at all, and I ended up being wrong. I actually like it. I'm not a big vehicle guy. A lot of you guys know that. I'm a ground pounder. I am most comfortable when my boots are on the dirt. And, you know, this, as much as this the Armored Kill expansion is, or DLC, I'm sorry, don't call it an expansion, I get ripped a new one. As much as it is a vehicle oriented, I still am very much, there's still plenty of areas where you can have your infantry fights and things like that around objectives, and plus there's quads, if you want to go the infantry route. Plus, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there's the mobile artillery, which I'm not a vehicle guy, but that thing is fun as hell. Like, I don't know what it is about this. And yes, I just got a double kill right there. And again, I know you can't hear on the comms, but oh my god, I screamed so loud right there that it was just ridiculous, because that doesn't happen to me. The 3 kills in one game, this is like an all-time high for me in a jet. Which is why I posted it. It's my best jet gameplay so far to date. But no, there are some few issues with balance as far as Armored Kill goes. Tank superiority. I have a bone, or is it supremacy? Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. The new game mode, the new tank game mode. I have a bone to pick with that one. Like, when DICE was first talking about it, I got super excited. I was like, this sounds legit, man. This sounds fun as hell. And on paper, you think about it, it is fun as hell. You got a bunch of tanks going, tank on tank on tank on tank on tank gameplay, and yeah, I totally fail right here. Again. Oh, but now you got all this tank on tank gameplay, and it sounds amazing, all fighting over this one point, which, essentially focuses everyone to this one location. But it was poor on execution. You can't spawn on your squad mate, so if you get killed, that way you're out there repping a squad mate or something, that's it. You have to come back from spawn, and that means either a crud ton of running, which is boring, or it means waiting for a vehicle to spawn. And when you take that vehicle, you also have to consider that means that is one other person that's out there that doesn't have a vehicle because they just died and they're waiting for it to respawn, or whatever. Essentially, there's not enough tanks to go around, and the tank drivers tend to not wait for a crew. And to some extent, I can see that, because who really wants to sit in the CCTV station of the tank all game long with a random blueberry that they don't know and they're not talking to? I mean, if it was a buddy and you're talking to him and communication lines are open, sure, it's a little bit more fun. But if you're not talking, then yeah, I can see that getting really boring really fast. But there are just some other overwhelming issues. I mean, the javelin. If you guys, here's my best advice for tank superiority or whatever. If you guys want to get kills and do well in tank superiority, don't get in a tank. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but don't get in a tank. Just be a ground trooper, get your NG kit out, get your javelin out. If you have a buddy, have him bring a SOFLAM, and GG's. No re. That's game. A javelin squad controls that map. It controls that game type. I'm sorry. And to me, that shouldn't be the case. Which, how can you exactly balance that? You can't, blah, 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 but that is a fact. Javelin Squad will dominate that map, especially if they're running with the SOFLAM crew. And, to me, that bothers me. But that's not the only issue I have with Armored Kill. There's one other issue. Now, the AC-130. First off, I have opposed this thing since I ever first saw it mentioned on Battlelog. Somebody said, ideas for, new things, new vehicles in Battlefield 3. This is like way back when, before they even announced the first DLC, or the second DLC, I'm sorry, Close Quarters. And I remember laying into this guy going, first off, this is not Call of Duty. I know everyone was thinking, AC-130, Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah. That was my first thought, this is not Call of Duty. But my second thought was, how are you going to make this balanced? I mean, and obviously they went ahead and took it on rails. They put it on rails, which I think is dumb. Although for crud jet pilots such as myself, when I am on defense, it makes it a little bit easier as far as taking it out, just because it's not really evading me. But it is, there are just some things about it that really bother me. The fact that it's on rush and it gets the attacking team, a lot of people can complain, oh, well, it murders everything. Well, to some degree, you're true. Yeah, that's right. And, you need some people to take it down. I've always been a big proponent to however many people it takes, however many people are in it, that should be how many people it takes to take it down. No more. it should not take 5 or 10 guys to take down an AC-130, which is a little ridiculous because there are times where I've had, my team has had to do that. And the biggest thing, though, besides that, because to me, even then, as much as like you only got to tag it a few times, because the Stingers, the anti-air missiles reload fairly quick. My big issue is the para-dropping from it. I mean, in Rush, the point in my eyes has always been, it's, you know which way they're coming from, you have it focalized, and there you can build up a strategy off of that. Whereas with this para-dropping, you have guys literally raining down on you from every direction, which blows strategy and tactics out the window. And then all it is, I mean, there's no way you can be tactical about it. There's no position you can hole up in that somebody can't drop down behind you. And that, to me, is ridiculous. That should not happen. And I've seen a lot of people propose the idea of there should only be one AC-30 per set of MCOMs. And while I like that idea, I think from a game mechanics point of view, don't get your hopes up, because I think that'll be just a little bit too hard to work. It's just not going to happen. Just because of you got to figure out the way that they coded it and everything. Everything's on timers. It's not really necessarily set off of MCOMs. There are certain vehicles that spawn at certain sets, but it's still all based off of timers. There's no way to make it to where it's just like a one-time spawn. They don't have that in this game. I wish they did, though. That'd be nice. But other than that, I've been having a lot of fun. Those are my 2 issues with Armored Kill. But beyond that, this game is a lot of fun. The DLC is a lot of fun. This gameplay's wrapping up. But ultimately, if you guys haven't gotten it, I totally suggest that you check out Armored Kill, even if it's not your cup of tea. I am letting this scoreboard scroll through so that some of the people that are looking to give creative advice, constructive advice rather, can actually see where I stand as far as my jet stuff, because I do scroll over to that for a little bit. But ultimately, I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. I hope you guys have some good advice to give me, and I will see you guys very soon with that quick tip video on mobile artillery. Until then, peace out.